Hey everyone, so I forgot to share with you here a new eBay auction I'm scheduling for Sunday. So I just have a few auctions I'm putting on with with inventory that I have put on by now. Some older inventory and some inventory that, there's a lot of, competition against it. So like some of this inventory, like if I buy like hats from now and I don't find hats that are like worth putting on like either auction websites or buy it now, I'm just going to end up lining them up. I'm just gonna lot them up, put them in like a hat lot, and then put them on buy it now, or just put them on auction. Maybe get a bunch of hats and like consignment deal. Maybe I'm doing consignment for someone, and maybe they have a bunch of hats. Maybe they're not really worth putting individually. They don't sell well. Individually. But I'm gonna try to put them by theme if I can. Like theme. Like theme. But if there's no theme to them, I'm just gonna lie more. And put them in like a reseller's lot. Honestly, do like a reseller's lot of hats. And I have an Epson XB640 all in inkjet Wi-Fi printer. That was one obviously I put maybe because the things is broken for the take the yellow ink out. And that's one's broken. So and then the 400 power piece jigsaws. I will have masterpieces and the Prime 3, which is the masterpieces. I have the Cabo Hill, I have the 4 piece, the masterpieces, and I have the Junior Jungle 500 piece. And yeah, so, and then the Junior Jungle is a brand new Oklahoma Sooners camo hat. It's new with the sticker. It has the original price tag. There it has a sticker right there. It could have been like a display hat. People like tried on. Like the hat that was like tried on. It says M/L right there. But it says size L right there. So I'm just doing size large. That one had like 8 watchers on, but it didn't make an inch, which was $14.99 plus shipping. Which I basically sold at like retail price. But no one even really made an offer on this thing. I'm kind of, and I do automatic send offers, and no one even countered the automatic send offer, which I would have taken it if someone did. And then Reebok 50th anniversary, 1960 and 2010. I'm just making a skip hat. Size excellent. Is a fitted hat. It is. There are a few of those. I think there are a few of those small sneaks. That's NFL Vintage Collection. But it does have these spots in the clear back and shoulder bolts. It's size large / extra large. Now you can see that there are a couple of spots on the back of the hat. A couple of Minnesota Green Bay Packers things. I picked up at garage sale. I'm not a beer drinker. I really don't drink beer. Never really have. But, and this includes a certificate of authenticity, the sticker right there, and the NFL sticker is limited number of 5,997 limited edition 1997 NFC Champions sign when they went to Super Bowl in the 1997 season. Another NFC championship. 15-time NFC Conference champions. And then there's another one. It's a Green Bay Packers football game ticket. Start glass beer spine vintage NFL. This is a penny free shipping. This one's not as rare. It is NFL, officially licensed with a sticker on it, but it's not. This was back when they were making the ones things. Let's say CY Inc. It is light, so it's like Miller Lite branded. And it is CY Inc. It's Miller Lite brand though, so maybe I should type in like Miller Lite. Maybe I should Miller. Maybe I should add Miller in the title. Maybe I should do Miller Lite. Yeah, there we go. Miller Lite color. Multicolor, yes. And there we go. I need to type in Miller in the title and I put the brand Miller Lite. Okay. And then I have a lot of mystery PI games and Object Serum Lottery Ticket, Vegas Heist, Counterfeit. And there's one single one, the Vegas Heist, and they did a bundle of 2 games, Lottery Ticket and Counterfeit Cove. And yes, this is the Vegas Heist. It includes Lottery Ticket and Counterfeit Cove on 1 disc, actually. It could have been one of those ones where they sold them. Sold them on like CD-ROM. Like sometimes they have the games in CD-ROM. Because back when they had the floppy disks, they had like the cartridge-based games on like Atari, at like Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, and then maybe on like the handheld portable systems, like now ones with all the disc drives, they just have like they have like the early beginning, they had like the DVD, they had like the CD-ROM, like the smaller ones that are like smaller, which CD-ROM. And then they had like the DVD-ROM games, which were bigger in space. Like some of these games nowadays are pretty big in size than computer games, and like Xbox and stuff like that fit on like 1 disc, which is crazy, But yeah, it's just 1 disc, and I had them for 8. I was gonna sell them as buying now, and I bought them because they were PopCap branded games. I know people like PopCap. They used to have PopCap was exclusive, and then I believe PopCap got sold to either PopCap was its own company, and it got bought out by Electronic Arts EA, or they were just right. I'm not for sure, but I believe they were their own company, and then they got bought out by like Electronic Arts or something like that. They sold out to like Electronic Arts because they made like a bunch of games like Zuma's Revenge. They made Bejeweled. And they made all the games and like the computer games. I remember them back in like the Windows XP era. And they were made for like Windows XP. I believe what are these made for? Because these are made for Windows XP, Vista 7, 8. You can play this Windows XP Vista 7, 8. Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8 for 512 megabyte RAM. They have like the Windows XP version, and they have Windows. Sometimes like some of these games they like the Windows Vista version. Like some of these, I've seen like the games from those live. they have like Windows XP version, and they have like Windows Vista version, which might be a little more stripped down, or like, or not complete, not like stripped down, but maybe like not as high quality graphics, or maybe like, less like, you know what I mean? Like those, like, and this one, same, it's Windows Vista Ray, the biggest place. Actually, it works on Windows 2000 XP or Vista. So that's in CD-ROM. Yep. So that's why I picked them up at a thrift store, because picked them up at a thrift store. But actually local thrift because they're PopCap. And I know people I used to play Plants vs Zombies all the time. That's a PopCap game. And then I had what was it? I had the PopCap. I also had what was it? And then I started getting more Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare on the 360 a little bit here and there. I got played that a little bit. What else did I get? And now I have Zuma. I think I had Zuma on Nintendo DS. On my DS, it's Zuma. I remember Zuma's Revenge 1 to 2. I remember beating the whole game on Nintendo DS. I remember beating the whole game. I think I did. Like the regular mode. I think that was fun. I have Skyuma. And I had the Skyuma Minnesota Gophers magazine, May 2013. This is just official magazine of Gopher Reflex. Only the vintage one, so it's not like a mag program from a specific basketball game, or a specific football game, or hockey game, or specific sports game. Just celebrates that the women's hockey wins the second straight NCAA championship. That's really all it does. And then it talks about maybe because their championship was probably in April after they released April 1. So then they talk about probably track and field, baseball, softball. Maybe spring football. That's at the University of MN Gophers. Fishing fun for the season. Name's fun. Fun display 12. There's 12 buttons in there. 8, 10, and then like I said, some of them have scratches on them, so I did show the photos. But that's 816. I hope someone buys that, for a penny, free shipping. But yeah. So, and then there is the Cub Cadet Kohler K241, 10 horsepower, tractor flywheel riding lawnmower part. This is penny free shipping. I got this actually in a buyout of a smudge and repair shop. But actually, what this person used to do way back in the day was sell lawnmower parts. They would like what I'm doing. They would basically sell they had an eBay account back in the day, when auctions were popular, back in the early 2000s, late 90s, really late 90s, maybe 99, 2000. It was probably early 2000s. Probably they had Windows 98, Windows 2000 computer, Windows Me, Windows 98, 2000 Me computer. And they would list on there, list items on, if they could probably list items with maybe a digital camera, and they would transfer them to their computer, and they would upload the auctions, and then they would either schedule them, or I'm not sure if the scheduling was around back then. Obviously I wasn't in the eBay, but to 2018 I didn't open my eBay account, or 2019 it was. But yeah, and then I scheduled it. and like they scheduled auctions, or like you just whenever you did them, and they would ship them out. And I remember they said they had like UPS at work, so they used like UPS. They opened a UPS account. They either opened a UPS account themselves and used UPS, or they could use UPS rebate or something like that. Obviously you have an inkjet printer with regular, just tape the labels on, and they would ship them off, at work. And that was back in the slow day, way back when they had to set like checks, like cashier's checks, like the money order cashier's checks, or you would pay with like a regular physical check in the mail, and then you'd have to wait for it to process the bank, cause see if it's like counterfeit, like a counterfeit check, like a bad check, like they have no money in their account, you just not, and then if it went through, they paid, you shipped it off. It took like maybe a week or two, depending on where you lived. Even if you lived like close by, it might take like a week or two. Now then you had the PayPal. They started, you could use like, put either your credit card or your debit card through PayPal, and then you could use that. So even if they had like a credit card, even when like, like those things were scaling up, and maybe people started having credit cards or debit cards, and they would just pay on that, Then people would be like, oh, well, I paid this. If they had a credit card, I would pay this. Oh, I'll pay this buy this with my credit card. I don't know which came first, credit cards or debit cards, but they would use one. They'd be like, oh, and they just paid off. If they use a credit card, they just paid off for the whole month, because they know, oh, I just physically ordered a check, beforehand. Maybe some did the check, could do like the check run. Now, no one obviously does check no more. It's either like the credit card or debit card, or people use like the PayPal. Like the PayPal, I think they take like Venmo now, and Google Pay, and they take Visa, just MasterCard, American Express, Discover. So, yeah, and then, so I remember that person actually listed, like, had an eBay call, listed a bunch of Cub Cadet land reports, or like Cub Cadets, and then had a few John Deere reports. So maybe listed some mainly listed Cub Cadet reports, but then listed John Deere's, some for John Deere reports, and like actually like, actually did decent in an auction when that was like the internet boom, like late 90s, early 2000s, like when the internet boom was when Windows 98, the internet boom, Windows 98, Windows Me, and then there was the internet boom. So there's an internet boom with like Windows XP. Like Windows XP, there was an internet boom. There's an internet boom with like Windows XP. In the Windows XP era, there's an internet boom. Like mid to late 2000s, it's like probably like 2006, 2007, 2008, there was some sort of internet boom. And then there was, and then people, more people got the internet, like Windows XP, Windows Vista era. So there was like internet boom. But Windows Vista wasn't super taken off, but, because, they were just making like Windows, all the new improvements, like Windows XP, people like, oh, the XP version, but still support, still get updates. I'm gonna keep my XP computer, or people had like older hardware, and because Windows XP you can actually use NTFS, or you can use the FAT system. So maybe people had like old Windows 98s, Windows Me's, and they upgrade your XP. So, and then they just used the system that they had, intact. Maybe they could use NTFS, I don't know. But in that era, Windows XP, there was a big internet boom, like the auctions. And you could do stuff on auctions too. In Windows XP era, and they would do well. Now auctions, now I've heard like 80% of sale of every single item sold on the platform is buy it now. 80%, 20% are auctions. I mean, some people still think of eBay as auctions. Some people still think, like, eBay back in the day, was maybe they're an old school eBay seller, you know? So, right, eBay is still auctions, right? Well, not necessarily, though. Sometimes I don't mind when buying now for them. But it's like, sometimes like, this game on magazine, there's no real comp, so you raise them in a circle first, but someone translates into a pin. The pins aren't really worth. Some of my pins maybe scratch up, but it's not perfect condition. So what I price that these signs, like I don't, when I price the signs that I can beat some also, but they don't really sell, it's like looking at price of these puzzle lots. I mean, yeah, there's like puzzle lots all over the place, Like, are they worth $10? They're worth 20, and they're not the same brand, so it's hard to price them at. Because I even price them cheap, and they still don't move, Like what I thought was cheap, and they're still not selling. This printer is broken a little bit. Yeah, I priced it like low beat out all the other competitors, but it's like, yeah, can I sell it? Like, yeah, what's it actually worth? How low do I have to go on it? And then the vintage 24 playing, and that like I was back on this one. Well, not back and forth, but I was saying the company that more part. The person actually used to list like line reports. Like they would get like you would actually read the newspaper. There was like the newspapers back in the day, like the regular newspaper. Like you would get like your weekly newspaper. They would have like the classified section, like that you would subscribe to your weekly local newspaper. They would have like the classifieds section, and you would put like an ad in there, and you would pay like so much a month, or so much like not a month, but maybe so much like for an ad, and it would be in there for like a week. And you'd put in there for so long, like 2 weeks, a month, or you make, and you'd put stuff in there for sale, or they just one paper that was just all for sale items, in there, and you'd put stuff in there, and you'd sell it off that way, and then people didn't really know like eBay, you could eBay stuff, people didn't really know you could do like the local pickup on eBay. I mean, you could do like the local pickup on eBay, or you could do like the other junk. I think you could do like but this stuff would actually sell at auction, for the buyer. They would charge for shipping, People don't mind paying for shipping and stuff back in the day. Now with it, but the problem is nowadays with the advent of Amazon, doing like Amazon Prime, you get free shipping. If you pay like $129, I can't remember how much Amazon is. Prime month, like $119, $129 a year. A yearly subscription. Or it's like $12.95 a month. Maybe it's like $129 a year for the full Amazon Prime. But but it's like but and Amazon does like the free shipping. So it's like kind of hard to compete, against in the same listing when it's like hard to compete, when charging for shipping on some items when Amazon does the free shipping, method. Some items like you can get away with charging shipping on them. Like something like that's like a vintage item, like certain items that you're not gonna see on Amazon. Like vintage items or like collectible items or you can you can't choose stuff you can't really find on Amazon. Yeah, you can get away with charging shipping. You can get away with charging shipping on, but like certain sellers, like if they do free shipping on items, like you have to compete with them by doing free shipping. Like certain categories. Like I'll never do charging for shipping in when I saw a bunch of new Sponge parts from this person who was liquidating their inventory, all of them sell with free shipping. It's stuff you can find on Amazon. Maybe on Amazon, it might be $10 free shipping. You have to compete with that. You have to compete with there's some sellers, who don't shop on Amazon. Maybe some sellers like myself, I sell on eBay. So I support eBay. I buy from eBay. I want to actually support the eBay sellers. I don't mind supporting the eBay sellers. And actually buying from them on eBay. I don't actually mind. But I want to keep eBay going. I don't want a thing where eBay is dying out. I don't want that. Because I don't. Now Amazon's taking over the Amazon Prime. You got all the Amazon videos, the Amazon Music with your Amazon Prime subscription, like podcasts you can listen to with like Amazon Music, or Amazon Video, like their Kindle books, ebooks, or audiobooks. You got the whole gamut, now. So it's like, and you got the Prime. Most people, have the Prime for like the movies and TV, maybe free shipping. And then people are like, you can have like the Amazon Photos or Amazon Cloud Storage or Amazon, like Alexa service. You can use like the Amazon Music, the Amazon, like radio, or like the Amazon, so. But I know eBay used to be hot, it'd be like really hot for auctions. And I know when this seller did it, like they actually sold exclusive auction. They would get like, not like, they might, there might be like instead of like 10 people selling the same exact part, there might be only 1 or 2 at any given time, maybe 1 at any given time. Maybe this person would sell for, got listed for $10, $20. Maybe there'd be 5 people that want this part. Because back in the day, they actually said these old complete lawnmower parts, so they used to sell really well. And then I even had all the good stuff. Like, and then they stopped selling eBay. They took their stuff to like flea markets or type shows, like once-a-year flea markets, or like areas around here, they would have like either weekly flea markets or they have like once-a-year flea markets at places. So they would go to them and they would sell items. But then the problem with that is you can sell and pack up the stuff. And you gotta pack this and make sure you remember to bring it. Then you gotta haul it around. And or you leave your vehicle packed with all this stuff. It's like, if you have like a truck or something, like, and then they would haul like flea markets, once your flea markets or tip shows. And I remember them selling stuff, and they said they sold stuff there. But then this is the stuff that after I quit eBay, that's what they did. But even so, and they would sell the big stuff at like stuff that it was like really big to ship, like it's really expensive to ship, or no one's gonna pay for the shipping. No one's gonna bid on it. Maybe if you start at 99 cents plus shipping, or a penny plus shipping even. If you start like penny plus shipping, like you're gonna get like, shipping might be, even back then, shipping rates were a lot cheaper than they were now. Let's say it's $20 to ship that, and you might only get and someone only wants to pay you, say like $30, $40. It might be $20 to ship it like locally in your area. Let's say you ship it out to say like where I am in Wisconsin. They ship it out to like California. The shipping might be $30, $35. And then they're only willing to pay $10, $15. So if you're paying $35 for shipping, it only costs like $50, and they're only willing to pay like $10, $15 at most. Like $15, say at most. So then, it's like people are like, not gonna pay a lot, because they got factored in the shipping. So it's like then you have to then they're like, well, I can sell locally. I might sell locally for like $20. I don't have to deal with shipping it, packing it up, and then just make like $15, and then you have to pay the eBay fees. It's really only making like $10. So it's like, and then this person had to buy their items, and clean them up and do all that stuff. So like, I want to make more, bigger stuff. But then they sold it on like shows, like flea markets and stuff on eBay. And this is their leftovers, I even had good luck selling this stuff on eBay, but the person. Then I kind of told them what I sold it for, and they're like, "Yeah, well, the stuff's kind of gone down a little bit in price, since when I sold on eBay." So it's like, yeah, some of this stuff I've had for like 3 years, like this for almost like 2.5 years on eBay, and eBay the TRP product research on your phone or your computer, only the desktop browsers on like computers or like laptops, they only go to like 3 years. 3 years, or the phone it only goes to 3 years. So it's like after 3 years, eBay doesn't want you, that items. If your item has like low sell-through rate or like no sales in like last 3 years, even 3 years, it's like a junk item. If your item doesn't sell in like 3 years, it's not a good item, anymore. So maybe after it's been sitting for like 3 years, maybe they're like really really lower in search. And they use collectible playing card decks, And a couple of them have no cases on. Just that no nicotine. I'm showing the brand and I'm showing the inside. Looks like so far I've penny free shipping. Whatever. I bought them with a lot of going to casino playing cards. The person hasn't paid for them yet, so I'm just gonna delist them and relist them on Monday. If they don't, and just try them again. $29.99 plus shipping. And I hope they get paid for again. And if some, that is RGB color changing wired USB gaming computer mouse for a penny free shipping. That is something I was gonna buy to use myself. Never ended up using it, and I just tested out to see if it works or not. And that's pretty much about it. It does work. So that's Anker AR200 SD card. I used it for myself a little bit when I had an SD card with, and then I had to get these new ones. I was thinking I might use them. Never ended up using them on these new cards. So I just ended up selling it for them. It's used, so it's out of the box, been used a bit. And the brand new ones only sell for like $10-15 ish. That's like, used. I really don't know what used price is unless. So then I sold the three new CSD memories with drinking drink stress. Put them on auction. So for $3.25 free shipping the first time. The buyer never paid. That was the first non-paying bidder I had in all these auctions. I did one Hot Wheels 1 week. I did 150. It was 15 auctions, but then it was the 13 that paid, and 12, or actually it was 4. It was 14. No, it was 15. It was 15, was it? Because I had 13, yeah. Okay, and then at 15, and all 15 got a bid on them, and they were considered sold. They at least got one bid, penny free shipping. But then 14 of them paid, and the stainless steel batteries with drinking drink stress was the only one that didn't pay. And then this junk drop, I got DVD. Like I said, I got video games that are as is, and the DVDs which are as is are kind of scratch, plastic rulers, pencils, like I said, all this stuff, and the beads, beaded necklaces. And I got Redbox the Kid DVD. I got Microsoft Intel 4.1. And the pencils are not effectively eraser. They're not in perfect shape. This by marked sold as used condition. So yeah.